The 83rd Oregon Legislature convened in Salem this morning. Legislators got right to work on priorities like housing, education, and transportation.
KOIN 6 political director Ken Body joined us. He monitored the legislative agenda this session. Ken, I think the question comes, how many bills are we going to see in this session of the legislature?
Well, 2,300 bills have been proposed by legislators, and of course, not all of them will make it out of committee or head to the floor for a vote. But in the last long session a couple of years ago, the legislature actually did pass about 650 bills.
Second reading of House bills, consent calendar, third reading of House bills, final readings of memorials and resolutions, bills, reports, and other business lying on the table.
The House and the Senate convened shortly after 11 o'clock Tuesday morning. It was mostly housekeeping, confirming committee assignments, and reading hundreds of bills into the record.
Senate Joint Resolution 31, proposing an amendment to the Oregon Constitution relating to vaccine mandates. Senate Joint Resolution 32, proposing an amendment to the Oregon Constitution relating to natural gas. Senate Bill 753, relating to rail.
The legislature's and the governor's major priority this session, housing and homelessness, specifically getting more affordable housing built. Other major agenda items this session: education funding, government accountability, mental health, and a transportation package that could reach more than $5 billion. We talked about that recently with legislative leaders on Eye on Northwest Politics.
If you think about the challenges facing our transportation system, we've got potholes, we've got congestion, we've got people who are paying more for the wear and tear on their vehicles because of poor road surface conditions. We've got a lot of parts of this state who don't have sidewalks or crosswalks. These are all problems throughout our system that the transportation package is designed to address.
Democrat Governor Tina Kotek has proposed a $39.3 billion budget. The Joint Ways and Means Committee will decide which agencies and local governments will get a piece of that pie. Democrats have a distinct advantage in this year's legislature with at least a 60% supermajority in both houses. That allows them to pass revenue-raising legislation without Republican votes. The Democrats have 36 out of the 60 seats in the House, 18 out of the 30 seats in the Senate. But Democrat leadership says they will work with the Republican minority to craft the best legislation. Meanwhile, committee work is starting. Committees meeting on the first day included those focused on education, climate, health care, and transportation.
The nominations have been approved. Recognize Senator.
There are 19 new faces in the Oregon legislature, 11 new representatives, and 8 new senators. They've got plenty of time to get accustomed to things. This is the long legislative session that happens every 2 years, and it goes until June 30th.
Yeah, so we'll see if it's like from a couple years ago. We'll get 600 something that are passed, and I know that you'll also keep us updated with Eye on Northwest Politics.
We'll follow it as closely as we can.
Ken, thank you.
Yes.